Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Vega. It is Monday, May 18th, and we are now entering our 9th week of remote learning. I cannot believe it. I'm very proud of everyone. We've been doing a great job. For weeks and weeks, we've been working on nonfiction, then we moved on to poetry, and now we're moving on to book clubs. So today I'm going to explain your book clubs, talk about why we chose these book clubs, and talk about the rules for book clubs. So you already received on Epic the book that you're going to read. There's 3 different ones. It's I Survived Mount St. Helens, there's I Survived the Joplin Tornado, and I Survived Hurricane Katrina. They're all awesome, no matter which one you have. So in your reading groups, basically that's because we're going to be meeting after your reading on Wednesdays, and we're going to be discussing your book. So the actual grouping is just so when we meet on Wednesdays, you'll be getting your time. Is just to meet and have some book talk. So learning how to talk about books. So we chose our survivor. I survived because Lauren Tarshish is actually the editor of Storyworks, so that's how we're connecting it. And she's also the author of I Survived. So the first thing we're going to do is a little interview. We're just going to listen as to why she chose this books, and then we're going to talk about our book club rules. So let's just listen.
I've always been fascinated by disasters. And as editor of Storyworks magazine, I have written or edited probably dozens of stories about volcanoes and tsunamis and earthquakes and hurricanes and tornadoes. And it's not the actual disasters that have fascinated me over the years. It's not the spewing lava or the size of the wave coming onto the island of Hawaii or the rumbling of the buildings. It's always the people. It's the kid who ran into his grandmother's house during the hurricane of 1938 to rescue her. It's the kid who somehow clung with his sister to a piece of wood during the Hawaii tsunami and helped her survive. And the idea for the series I Survived, really came from that interest. It was trying to really understand through the eyes of kids who have lived through these events exactly what it was like, what decisions they made to save themselves and to save others. The really human stories that have fascinated me, and that's what the series is about. You're going to learn a lot about these individual disasters, and I've done tons of research, and they're packed with history, but these events are seen through the eyes of a boy, just like the readers. And that's really the idea for the series.
Okay, so that just goes along with why she chose the book. So it's all about children experiencing these natural disasters. So that's why we chose those 3, again, a volcano, tornado, and a hurricane. So right now I just want to go over a few book club rules for us. So let's see. Okay, so this is a cute little anchor chart that I found, and it really is a simple way to kind of go over it. So your job, boys and girls, when we meet on Wednesdays, is to come prepared, okay? Come prepared. How do you come prepared? Well, you read the book. Okay, so you know what the book's about. You'll have to read 1 or 2 chapters each day, and you can take notes. So on Epic, it's an audiobook. It's an audiobook, so they're reading it to you. You just have to listen and record your notes. And then when we're meeting in our groups, it's important to participate. I want to know, what did you like? What did you not like about the book? Talking about the book. Have meaningful interpretations. I think maybe a prediction, or I think this happened because. Okay, you can reference it. In chapter 4, I love the part when, and you're staying on task, okay? When we meet for those 20 minutes, you're on task. And of course, you're respecting all the members of the book, and you're encouraging them, okay? You could encourage them by saying, I agree with what that person says, and add to it. Okay, so these are just basic rules, and it's the same when we meet on our live lessons too, on how we should be acting during our lesson. I'm very excited for this, boys and girls. This is very, very fun. Okay, Miss Delahanty and myself, we love I Survived, we love Lauren Tarshish, and we like book clubs. Okay, and of course it's historical fiction, which is really important. So I can't wait to get started. Miss Delahanty can't wait